It's time now for a look at the latest in local news. In the news, local law enforcement announcing a big drug bust which occurred yesterday as the Jesup Wayne Tactical Narcotics Team executed two search warrants at the following residences in Wayne County: 522 Green Street and 1959 Killingsworth Road. These searches resulted from an investigation into multiple subjects selling illegal narcotics in our community. During the searches of the two residences, officers found a large amount of illegal narcotic pills, 26 grams of crack cocaine, 23 pounds of marijuana. Approximate street value of the narcotics, they state, is over $7,000. Two firearms were recovered: a 9mm pistol and an AR rifle. Also seized from the residences $2,800 in cash, 5 motor vehicles, 4 ATVs, a boat, and 23 ounces of gold jewelry. Two men have been arrested at this time: 38-year-old Jeffrey Brown of Jesup and 35-year-old Ladarius Wright of Jesup. Both men face multiple charges of distribution of illegal narcotics, possession with intent to distribute illegal drugs, trafficking of a controlled substance, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. Both Sheriff Chuck Mosley and Police Chief Perry Morgan state the investigation is ongoing and may result in further arrest and charges. They encourage anyone with information about illegal activity in the city or county to call the Jesup PD at 427-1300 or the Sheriff's Department at 427-5970. Georgia State Patrol is still investigating that single vehicle crash which claimed the life of 51-year-old Caroline McDaniel Raines of Jesup, and a 1989 graduate of Wayne County High School, employee of Wayne Memorial Hospital. Georgia State Patrol says the accident's under investigation as the car left the roadway in the early hours of that morning, hit a culvert, and then crashed. Caroline Raines was the only occupant in the vehicle. A graveside memorial service being held today at 2 p.m. in Thomasville City Cemetery, Thomasville, Georgia. Reinhardt & Sons Funeral Home is in charge of all the arrangements. We'll be back with more news after this word from our sponsor, the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Wayne County Board of Education held their monthly board meeting Tuesday morning. On the agenda, both the Martha Rawls Smith Choir and the high school band, both on hand, asking the Board of Education for funding to help with various projects. Martha Rawls Smith Choir has been invited to perform 5 songs at Walt Disney World in the month of March. They've been raising funds with various projects, but the choir would like to travel in a chartered bus. Principal Gladwin Harper on hand making the presentation and request to the Board of Education. Students of school projects have raised over $30,000, and they were asking the Board of Education for $2,780. The board in favor of helping out, but they simply turned this and the band's request over to the superintendent to see what funds are available and hope they can secure funding for the choir and the band. Band director Andy Hersey on hand requesting funds to help purchase new band uniforms. Here he was talking to the Board of Education on Tuesday.
Is about 6 to 8 months after it's committed to pay for it. So if we are going to move forward with it, timing is an issue. Therefore, I'm really asking for the Board of Education to help us in paying the upfront cost for the uniforms with the intention of the Wayne County High School Band boosters paying a portion of that amount back to the board after a calendar year. As we do fundraisers that are geared towards the uniform, we would pay back the what we can to the Board of Education so that you're not out all the money completely. However, if we were going to try to raise all of the funds ourselves, it would take several years to get that much amount, and then we would still have another 8-month turnaround after we would secure the funds ourselves. A bulk of our money comes from the marching season, and so the spring semester is a little bit harder for us to raise money just because marching band is not up and going. But I believe that, I know that the band boosters, the exec board on the band boosters have committed to raising money towards the band uniforms. And I know that I have sent several pictures and pricing quotes to Dr. Kelly to share with you, and I hope you've received those. The total amount that we are asking for is $66,281.60. That is the complete total cost of the uniforms. The band boosters are willing to pay back a total of $26,000 of that over the course of one calendar year. which would put the Board of Education paying a total of $40,000 in the long run. The uniforms, what we've done is I have taken a lot of things that I did at my previous school. I purchased uniforms at my previous school, so I know how the whole process works, and it is very exhausting. It's very expensive. So what I've done is I've taken out the pants version, or the pants part of the uniform, so the students would buy those parts individually, which is why this price is $66,000 versus the last time that uniforms were bought for Wayne County High School, it was over $88,000.
And once again, those comments of band director Mr. Andy Hersey. Chairman Joe McCricken says he checked, and the last time new band uniforms were purchased in Wayne County was back in 2013. Once again, the board's action was to simply have the superintendent handle both requests and see what funding is available. Suggestion was to put the cost of the band uniforms in the upcoming budget with a line item expense. Stated that could be done, but they said the band would have to wait for the budget to be approved, and they have just begun looking at and getting ready to work on next year's budget. Once again, all board members in favor of both requests, but they state they're simply turning it over to the superintendent to see what funding is available to help with both requests. Good news on the COVID front. They state 0 cases have been reported to the school system. Progress continues at James E. Bacon School Project. The board approved their December 2022 financial report. Got an update on the push for an eSPLOS, which Wayne County voters will vote yes or no on in March of this year. Good as gold recipients at the board meeting this month for Martha Ross Smith Elementary School. The student Coralie Manning, certified staff member, classroom teacher Elaine Dicker, and classified state custodian for 18 years, Dayla Bunton. And personnel approved on Tuesday. One certified recommendation, Michelle Verporter, Arthur Williams Middle School. Certified resignation, Rebecca Creeley, Martha Ross Smith Elementary. Belinda Exley, Wayne County High School, retiring. Carrie Govajon, Arthur Williams Middle School, and Lisa Smith, Central Office, retirement. That's a look at your school board meeting from Tuesday. We'll come back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor or the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Final notes news, Georgia legislative session underway in Atlanta. All this week we've been talking with our local legislation. Today we'll talk with our new representative, State Representative Buddy DeLoach. And the big news today in Atlanta will be the governor's State of the State address as he begins his second term as the state's governor. They say his approval rating has never been higher. New AJC poll shows that 62% of Georgians strongly approve of the governor's performance. Again, if you're looking for a new job or a new career, a special event's taking place in Wayne County on February 8th entitled Career Expo 2023. It's going to take place at Coastal Pines Technical College at the Polytech Center from 3 to 7 p.m. that afternoon. Features local industries and businesses with current job openings. They state there'll be several on-site interviews. Need more information, simply call the chamber at 427-2028. Once again, the Career Expo is set for February the 8th at Coastal Pines Technical College. Time, once again, from 3 to 7 p.m. Turning Point Worship Center having their Banquet of Hope tomorrow night, 6:30 at Coastal Pines Technical College. They state that participants that attend the Turning Point Banquet of Hope can expect to experience an excellent dinner, meal, a brief presentation highlighting the various ways Turning Point currently impacts the community and the ways they're striving to impact, an optional invitation to become a community partner of hope with Turning Point so they can provide hope for our community together. Banquet of Hope is a business casual event, again scheduled to begin tomorrow night at 6:30 and end at 8 p.m. at the Coastal Pines Technical College. That's going to do it for the latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan, have a great day.